What's good? I'm Joey. I write for Double XL. You already know what time it is. I am back with another episode of The Break. This week's guest, a young fire artist who reps Harlem in every way, talking about Sugarhill Ddot. He's going to pull up with us in a second. So for like the last 18 months, Ddot's been blowing up on the strength of tracks like I Wanna Love You, Let Her Go, and his most recent single, Stressed Out. We're talking about 34 million streams in the US alone. And not only that, but at 15 years old, this dude has had major cosigns from Lil Durk, Drake, Meek Mill. The come up is crazy. You coming through. What's good?
What's up, Brady?
Yo, I'm Joey. It's a pleasure.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you, bro. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you for joining me. How you living today?
I'm good, bro. For me, having a good morning. How was your day?
Pretty good. So far. A little early in the day, but we're rocking. We're rocking.
Rocking.
For those of you just checking in, we got Sugarhill Ddot for today's episode of The Break. Like I said, man, the come up has been absolutely crazy. What's like the last 18 months to a year been like for you in your world?
I'm getting like a little used to it now, but sometimes I don't try to feel like I'm too big for what I am.
Okay, I respect that for sure. But the fame's got to feel a little good, right?
Yeah, of course. Like at first, like everything was just like crazy because I never experienced this before. But
Sure.
like I said, now at times I'm getting used to it because I'm it's been going shows and all this stuff. But when I first started, everything was like I didn't know how to like feel when things was when like fans would see me and they'll try to chase me and stuff. Like I didn't know how to feel like from that for me.
A little overwhelming.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word.
So what do you do in those kind of moments to like center yourself, make sure you stay focused
Like
and
now,
not
like now, I already know how those situations play out, so I don't put myself in those situations where the fans gonna chase me and stuff, because I know how that's gonna end up for me. I already
smart,
know.
man. That's
Yeah,
smart. That's smart. Now I heard you're fresh off a little business trip to Puerto Rico. Is that
yeah.
true?
I was just in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, what were you doing down there?
I was with my brother Young Chimmy and Young Chimmy.
The Latin artist?
He's a Puerto Rican artist.
Okay.
He's I was out there with Davey. I was out there just seeing the other side of music for me because don't I don't want to just try English my whole life. For me, I want to see what's the other side about, and they proved me a lot.
Dope. So you were working on music down there?
Yeah,
Anything coming out?
yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
Yeah. You were working on a
No,
single?
no. I got this artist. It's not my art, but he signed to the same label as me. His name is Celo Bleta for me. Celo Bleta for me. For y'all don't know about him. For me, he's an artist coming up too for me from Puerto Rico. I'm about to drop this song with him for me. He coming up for me. That's the only song for me because my Spanish is not so good for me. So I still try to do the song with him, but I only got one song with Puerto Rican person. That's Celo Bleta.
Are you Puerto Rican yourself?
More Dominican
Okay.
for me.
Okay. Bet.
The Dominican.
So is there what's the name of the song coming out?
I don't even know, to be honest. But it's just this one bar in the song that everybody keeps singing.
Yeah?
We might just name it that bar.
Okay. Were you shooting a video or anything
Now,
down
I
there?
shot the video when I was in Puerto Rico to it already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, dope. So I mean
I
that
shot 2 videos out there, actually. Sorry for interrupting. 2.
that must have been fire. All right, man. So for anyone just being put on, we're joined by Sugarhill Ddot. It's double XL's The Break. And let's start from the beginning, man. For anyone who might be unfamiliar, what part of New York are you from?
I'm from Harlem, Sugarhill.
No doubt. A famous spot. What how would you describe your childhood in a famous part of Harlem like that?
Nah, to like just be like a regular young boy from Harlem. And Any young boy from Harlem would like know what I'm just talking about and what I'm saying. For me, you can't really explain it like all at once because it's all for me. It's just too much for me. But any young men or any men that was my age from Harlem, for me, they know the struggles and they know there's goods and bads in your life. For me, that they know for me. So I don't really know how to say the word. I don't know how to explain them. But the young men from Harlem, for me, know what I'm speaking about. For me, and
It,
some of the other people from other boroughs too. I'm not saying Harlem too for you, but everybody else.
it's like an unspoken language.
Yeah, unspoken language because it's just so much for me that only like people that know like what I've been through can understand, or people that have been in my shoes can understand for me.
Sure, sure. Um, how important would you describe hip hop as being to someone who comes from your neighborhood?
I ain't gonna lie, hip hop is real important to me, bro. Not gonna lie.
Do you remember when you were first put onto hip hop?
Probably like a good like when I first started like making music was like when I was 13, but like I always loved music because music is like low key my therapy. Not gonna lie.
It's your therapy. It's so you get a lot of your emotions out that way. You kind of just
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I'm going through something, whenever I'm mad, or whenever I don't want to talk to somebody, I just listen to music. For me, listen to music. It makes me calm down. For me, like I say like that. My grandma, I used to have like anger issues when I was a kid, so my grandma always wanted me to go to therapy. But therapy, like real therapy, never actually worked for me. So I had to find my own therapy. For me, and my therapy was music. So that's when I really loved music. Like when I found out music was something to me. Right?
that's real. I understand that completely. Now, with that, when would you say your first, how, so you said you were 13 when you started writing rhymes?
Yeah, yeah. I wrote on a book when I first did my first song. I wrote on a book.
No doubt. What was that song about?
It was just some drill song, first song ever. Around a bunch of a whole bunch of young men your age. They all just like you. Drill. And drill was popping, really popping more than what it is 2 years ago, a year ago.
Sure.
So for me, just a little like I think I forgot, but I ain't gonna lie, I hate that song. Like I hate it. Even though it's my first song, it's my first song, I hate it because the way I sound. I mean,
Okay. I mean, I can understand that. Everyone grows up a little bit. Everyone starts getting used to the mic and the studio and all that, and you just kind of evolve that way. Um, but with that though, like what was the moment that you knew after just doing it for a couple of years? What was the exact moment that you knew that this hip hop thing was for you?
Nah, when me and my heart, Didi Osama started
Mm.
like, feel me, when we started like progressing and we started seeing like, oh shit, we get mad followers. When we really started taking this shit famous, when we both passed like 100,000 followers on Instagram, that's when we started doing videos. Cameramans wanna do videos for free with us, and they wanted to be around. Feel me? So yeah, basically that's when we started taking it famous when we passed a couple Ks on followers.
No doubt. So, were you with Dee when you went to the studio for the first time?
No, actually, an old head on my block, somebody that's older than me and knew I was rapping. And if you're on this live, shout out to you. Still to this day, I don't care if I'm famous. Shout out to you. My son name is Breo. For me, he took me to the studio when nobody wanted to take me to the studio. For me, not even my grandma gave me $40. My son Breo. For me, he from the block where we always chill at. For me, he got me a studio session in Dykeman. Went to Dykeman, did my song for like an hour or two. And that was my first song. I was so hyped. I even went live and everything on Facebook. That's when Facebook was popping too. For me, for me,
You went,
I really appreciate that guy though, bro. He got me a studio session, my first ever studio session. But nah, my first studio session was with Diddy.
okay, for sure. And it's dope that you shout dude out like that who took you down there for sure. That's a major thing in your career, obviously. Now, how long after that first studio session did you come out with the PSA tape?
I ain't gonna lie, to be honest. I just wanted to drop a tape to drop a tape. I ain't have no marketing behind that. I ain't have no label to help me behind that. I ain't have nobody to help me behind that. I just did YouTube drop, YouTube drop. I ain't even know Spotify was a thing. I ain't even know streams was a thing. Everything was just all over the place. So when I first got signed, the music was, that specific project was all over the place because I did that shit so far ago and so long ago that my label had to find the songs. And for me, like that song, like I was just putting songs out and like, nah, I need a tape out. I need a tape out. For me, I need a tape out. That was my first ever tape, so I ain't know how to work with it. You understand? Now I know how to do what I do. I know what I'm doing.
Sure. So when you're putting out songs just on YouTube in the beginning, like how do you think they caught on like that? Like how do you get people's attention?
Like I don't even know. Like not to say it like that. And sorry for my language. I always been like a little badass.
Oh, you ain't
You know
got
what
to
I mean?
worry about it, man. It's hip hop.
I always been like a little badass in the hood. For me, like always. So people wouldn't just know me like, oh, that's that little nigga always in the videos. He's always in every drill video. He's always in this and that. I say like that. I was tired of being in everybody else's video, bro. I wanted to make my own. For me,
Yeah.
and that's what skyrocketed my shit. Like everybody, that was low key. That was my marketing right there, being in everybody else's video. For me, oh, that's the kid from everybody's video. Then I just started going up myself.
No doubt, and the numbers is up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your first breakout tracks were with both Didi Osama and his late brother, rest in peace,
Thank
Nadi.
you.
How did you first link up with them? You just grew up around the block?
Yeah, type shit. But this for the fans and for the people that don't know. When me and my son Nadi and Didi, when we was mad younger, we used to beef.
Really?
Not beef, but like little kid beef. Like we'll see each other fight, see each other again and fight, you know, and that's what makes me love them more. For me not to say it like that. That
Sure.
makes me
So
love them. That makes
sure.
me love them more.
So then when was like were you already rapping when you got cool with them?
Hell no, like hell no, bro. Like when we was young, we was fighting. Then like they had they park. I had my own park. Like for me, Didi and Nani, we would just fight them and shit. But then it was a coming point in time we was just like, now we not fighting no more. For me, and then that's when we were just all like, for me, that's when we started getting to the streets. For me, the streets came in. Then we was with the gang. For me, it's a whole lot more to this. It's not, for me, it's a whole lot more to this. But like when I first met Didi and Nadi, we was fighting.
That's a
But
funny
then,
story.
but then, sorry for interrupting you again for
No.
this, but this for people, like I'm not the first person to say it, but I heard a couple stories that people like who they used to have fights with when they was younger is they best friends now when they get older.
Sure. Sure, especially as a little boy, you're getting your aggression out, that kind of thing. You both come from the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Makes all kinds of sense to me. Now, what's your relationship like with Didi now?
I never had that question before. It's like now, I just say it like that. Now we're two businessmen. You understand? So now
Mm-hmm.
we both have priorities that we have to handle, and we have things that we have to take care. So don't get it twisted. Whenever have time, we always together though. But like it's way different than before. We just can't call each other like, yo, let's come outside. Let's come outside. For me now, we have priorities. For me, so of course studio, of course link up, of course. But like I said, like now we have priorities.
Sure. Well, you have priorities literally, right? Because back
Yeah,
in the spring,
literally.
you
Yeah,
signed with Priority,
yeah,
right?
literally. Thanks. Shout out to my label.
How's it been working with them now that the label is relaunched?
It's good, cause like this is my first ever label, so like they basically teaching me everything I wanted to know, type shit, if you will.
Sure. Now, Priority is one of those like legacy labels in hip hop, big time, right? NWA, Snoop, Master P, them. Now, they're looking to you to start the whole new wave and kind of be at the forefront of that. What are your thoughts on that?
To be honest, I never looked at myself for a label to look at me like, I'm somebody so much big.
Sure.
I just like now like I just feel like I gotta take that over. Like I can't sleep on it, because if I sleep on it, the next person is gonna take it from me, and then there's no going back in time. For me, I can't do something all over again. For me, so somebody's giving me a chance to take it, so I gotta take it.
That's
I
cool.
gotta do what I gotta do.
I like how you had that drive for sure.
Thank you.
Now you mentioned, maybe the drill scene isn't what it used to be. How would you describe the drill scene here in 2023, specifically in New York?
Don't get it twisted. I love drill. That's the reason why I'm famous. I mean, that's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I'm on this live with y'all. I mean, but drill, like I said, drill's not like how it was 2 years ago. Drill was really like a thing 2 years ago. Like now, everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody getting tired of drill. You gotta really do a popular song to do a good drill song. Like not to say like that. I want to do real music. Like I want my music to go around the world. I don't want to stay. I don't want to stay in one spot forever.
For sure. Yeah, I can understand that for sure. And speaking of tracks like that, like Let Her Go, I mean,
Thank you.
that's a different kind of vibe for sure. And not only did it rack up like over 1 million views in just days since you dropped it, like you got a major cosign from Meek Mill with that record. He shared the track and everything.
No,
What was
I was just texting my boy Meek Mill.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's me and him close. That's big bro. That's like my big bro right there. That teaches a lot for me. Good motivation, good energy.
Dope. Like what are some of the things that Meek says that sticks out to you?
Like told me like, damn, I forgot I gotta go to the messages. But my son told me like something like I'm real. He said something like we stars and we don't even see it. Something like that. For me, we stars and we don't even see it. So I'm saying I gotta take advantage of it for me.
Yeah, I get it. But like you see how the numbers are up and that you're, you said yourself, you're feeling famous. So like there's gotta be some way that you recognize your own star power at a certain point, right?
I to be honest, any other artist could agree with me. For me, and I don't know if they feel the same way as me, but not gonna lie. When you the artist and you're making it, like I said before, like you get used to it. For me, at first it's like, oh shit, you're gonna feel like not say like that. At first I feel like I was bigger than him. Like I feel like I was bigger than. Feel like I was like I had to go through shit in the game and see artists and realize that I'm not just the best artist. For me, that's what I'm saying. Like, and as the artist, you get used to yourself. You get used to your fame. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Like how you said, oh, you gotta be something that you, with the fame, I ain't gonna lie, you just get used to it. For me, if you was in my shoes, you'll understand because you just get used to it after a while. Like at first, you was like, it's shocking, but you just get used to it after a while.
I understand for sure. So that's cool that you've been able to connect with OGs like Meek and that, but like you've also got some wild cosigns from other big players in the game too. How did Lil Durk get put on to what you have going on?
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. Not to say it like that. I don't even know how. I think my son Dirk just reached out to us, and I think he really fucked with us. I think he really fucked with me and my son Didi because his kids fuck with us.
Gotcha.
For me, that's
Gotcha.
what it is for me. So, he just got in contact with us. I guess he put us on the show, and then we was at the show with him. We was talking with him, locking in with him, and ever since that show, we just been locked in with him. I mean, and he brought us out to another show, his tour. For me,
Yeah.
my son Dirk. That's why I ain't gonna lie, fuck with my son Dirk. That's big bro right there for me, and he gives me a lot of motivation without even telling me. Like for me, when I see his video, be like, nah, I need to do that. For me, shit like that. I mean,
That's cool. Would you say that he's like your biggest inspiration?
yeah, that's one of my favorite artists right now, to be honest.
No doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt. Now, I know you did a show in Rhode Island with him. Were you at the Chicago show too?
Yeah, I was at the Chicago show too. Yeah.
What was that like? Not only doing a show in a big arena like that, but doing a show opening for Dirk in Dirk's home city. Was that a crazy
Nah,
vibe?
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, and that was my first time in the rack too. So I mean, I was just
Yeah.
in there experiencing what the rack about. I was there with the members. For me, it was a good show. For me, everything went smooth. Everything was perfect. Good show. A big ass arena on it. It was
Yeah.
more than like 10,000 people there, I think, too. Something like that.
That's crazy, man. Many congrats on that.
Thank you.
How do you prepare yourself for something like that?
Not to be honest, like I said, like when I ain't gonna lie, when I first was going to like when I was on my way to the Dirk show at first, when I first was doing the show with Dirk, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous a little bit, just a little bit, like just a little bit, like on some like, damn, bro, this is my first ever arena. I gotta make sure this go good. But now, like I said, I'm used to it. For me, so
Sure.
now,
Sure. Now, you also did a big show with Tusi in New York,
yeah,
right?
Tusi, my other brother, that's my brother right there.
No doubt. Now, how do you compare that vibe to the Dirk show in Chicago? Was it kind of on the same wavelength, or was it like two totally different scenes?
Basically the same. Just to be honest, lesser crowd. That's the for me. That's all. They're just the same. There's lesser crowd. You know, Dirk got the arenas. Tusi got the big theaters. You know,
Yep.
stuff like
Yep,
that.
for sure. Now, you got a bunch of shows yourself along with Didi Osama coming up,
Yeah,
right? Now,
I got this little tour with Didi coming up. Yeah.
that, that's fire. Now, for those who may not have caught a performance or anything like that, like walk us through what a Sugarhill Ddot show is like. What kind of energy you
It's
bring?
like it's like a show that like, the youngest kids you ever seen before at a show.
Probably.
Literally.
It's probably pretty
And
close.
you know, like sometimes, like even though we know we doing business, we don't make it just business. We make it fun too. You know, sometimes we jump in the crowd, you know, meet and greets, you know, and it's not like it's just me and Didi perform. We making all the bros perform like everybody else. For me, we're making everybody else that's famous around us too. For me, everybody that got little 100K, 20K, 30K followers. Everything not just about me and Didi.
Yeah,
For me, that's what
yeah,
we're trying to show.
sure. Now, when people show up out to see you, you talked about before, like how you're handling just being so recognizable and things like that. Now, is that environment a little different than if you were just walking around in your neighborhood?
To be honest, I don't even like walking around in my. Yeah, I feel like in the neighborhood too, like people expect me there because I'm from there. You
Hmm.
know, I would like for somebody to see me, like somebody somewhere else walking, be like, "Oh shit, that sugar do that," instead of somebody going in my hood and seeing me there because they're coming to my hood and saying, "Yo, let's go see Sugar D. Where this is his hood. He's probably gonna be there today." And I don't want
Okay.
people to look for me there. I
Yeah.
want somebody to see me on like out of nowhere type shit. Like, oh, that's Sugar D. Not just come to my block and be like, oh, let's go to his block because we think he's there. Nah.
Yeah, no, that's not the move
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
At all. Well, you do got the little girls going crazy out here.
Of course, half of my fans are straight women, man.
You behaving yourself?
Huh?
You behaving yourself?
A little bit.
Are you in a relationship?
Nah, I'm good. I'm a single man right now, brother.
Good. Good way to be. All right, one more co-sign we got to talk about. Drake. That's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
that's champagne poppy. That's the goal right there.
Now you did something with his Nike brand, right?
Yeah, he wanted us to RP my brother Ddot baby. We put my brother Ddot on it on a model thing with us too. We put him for me. When Drake told us, oh, when you gotta do it, he made Nocta reach out to us. So the day before we went to go model the clothes, see if it fit us. Then we went to go do the photo shoot. But I really appreciate my brother Drake for one putting us in his photo shoot. A lot of people don't get to have the
Not
opportunity.
at all. That's pretty fire. Now, did you interact with Drake at all? Did he have any
Of
words for you?
course, of course.
Oh yeah?
That's big, bro. I was in Miami. I was in Miami. I flew out to Miami. I was just chilling there. My first time in Miami. It's my first time ever even having a flight. So I was just chilling there, just driving around Miami out of nowhere. I think Ddot called. I think Drake called. My boy Brooklyn, Johnny, Ddot, me. I don't know who Drake called. He called one of us. Drake was just like, "Yo, come down to the shit. Got this party right here for me." We went to the party, bowling alley. I mean, a whole bunch of good vibes, a whole bunch of cameras. For me, my son Dirk, look, that's crazy. I was talking about my son Dirk. My son Drake. When I first seen my son Drake, my son opened his hands and gave me a hug, straight love. That's why I love my son Drake. Cause the first thing he showed me was love when I seen him. He gave me a big ass hug when I seen him. That's all
That,
my son Drake do, show love.
that's fire. That's fire. Now, when you were in Miami, is that where you got the idea for 3 a.m. in Yams with Lil Tyler?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
That's dope. Now, but you did the video for that song out in LA, right?
Yeah,
Now, what's your relationship with Lil Tyler? Did you link up ever before the video shoot, or
yeah,
was that the?
yeah, yeah. That's Broski right there. Before that we went to the studio. Cause I sent him that track. But
Okay.
before that, I used to go to the studio with my boy Lil Tyler. Cause he not really even from New York too.
Right.
He from Florida, so when he in New York, he out here really with Ddot and me and shit. I'm not saying he really out here with just us, but one of the people he's out here with in the studio is me and Ddot. For me, we just be chilling, smoking. For me, all young kids in the studio just making music. For me, I only got one track with Broski though. I need to do another one with him. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie, I need to do another one with him.
for sure. That must be real dope to be able to connect with someone around your age on the same type of time right now, but from a whole other part of the country.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he fired too. Fire, and I forgot to mention this earlier about the Drake situation. I ran into 21 Savage being with Drake inside of the party.
Oh, dope. Did you get to chop it up with 21?
Yeah, yeah. I was chopping it up when we was talking about something for me. He was just telling me the street shit not cool. He was telling me the music stuff is what's gonna make you money. And he was just giving me, good motivation for my head. I feel
Yep.
like that's all the rappers I met try to do. Like Tusi try to give me good motivation. Like all these older rappers that I see, they try to give me good knowledge and motivation for my brain.
That's great that you have that. And to that point, it's safe to assume that you're motivated enough to plan on doing music for years to come, right?
Hell yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit take a long time. I ain't gonna lie. Like, look at my son. Like, look at my role models. My role models, the people I look up to, got 10-year plus.
Hmm.
So
So as you're headed down the line and your stars continue to shine, how do you plan on evolving your music and your sound?
I got so much stuff that nobody know about. Like, I got so much music, so much melodic, so much um other drill that nobody know about. Not just New York drill. I got so much other trap drill. I got so much melodic. I got Spanish shit too. I got so much shit for the world that I'm just being patient right now for me.
Yeah,
And it's not for me to explain to everybody, but I'm just being patient.
for sure. Actually, to that point, your latest track, Stressed Out, there's a lot of growth as an artist on that. So
Thank
congrats for that for sure.
you, thank you, thank you,
It's a
thank
lot
you.
more melodic, like you just said, to your point. It's also a really emotional song, right?
Now,
And
yeah,
I don't know that we,
that's for those kids that's stressed out because I dropped it because like I didn't even care about the views, nothing. I just dropped it for the people who's really stressed out. Like for me, that shit don't really bother me. For me, I just dropped it because school started, everybody's
hmm
stressed out and shit. For me, and just besides school, people just be stressed out. Like so, I just dropped that for me.
sure.
Just people be stressed out.
So how do you put yourself in that type of mind state when you're making a record like that?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was just singing it in my head. Everything I'm stressed
Yeah,
out. Everything I'm stressed out. And then I just went in the studio and just started singing it. Just started singing it and singing it.
no doubt.
And then I just made the song. Made the song like that. Not gonna cap.
It's a good
Half of
song.
my songs, I feel like I just make them because I just say them in my head.
Sure, for sure. All right, so now, you know, you're growing in your career, you're growing as an artist, you're on tour, that kind of thing. Um, are there other areas in entertainment or outside of entertainment that you want to grow into?
I want to grow into the Spanish game.
Yeah,
I want to grow into that like a lot. That's different type of fan base, different type of everything. For
it's
me,
a lot
that's
more
how.
global.
Yeah,
It's a lot more
yeah. And
global.
I'm only 15. I got more years to go. That's why but that's why I'm taking this shit so serious because I'm only 15. Not a lot of 15-year-olds get famous like I did.
For sure.
I mean,
Yep.
that's why I'm taking this shit to the grave.
Yeah. Are you working on a project right now?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna hide that from y'all. I'm working on something right now,
Dope.
and
Can you
for
tell us
my
when it
fans
drops?
that thought I was gonna drop before I was not, I never tell you a due date because I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna take long, so I just need y'all to know I got an album for me coming
No
out.
doubt. No date yet. How about a title?
Just the title. I'm on some Bad Bunny shit. I'll just let y'all know and then I'll drop it.
All right, all right. I respect that. I respect that. Listen, man, what advice would you give to someone your age or younger or anything like that who wants to make their way in this music thing?
Just don't stop, bro. That's what I ain't do. Like word to like any type of money you got for videos or anything, just don't stop. Like any type of little progress is gonna turn into the big progress. For me, don't stop. Anything you think that's not gonna work might just work if you do it. Like for me, I'll be
Mhm.
so like closed about shit because I be thinking about how shit gonna turn out. Like fuck it, y'all, just do it. Word.
For sure, for sure. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the Double XL audience that you're being introduced to for the first time?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm only 15 years old. I appreciate y'all. For me, I'm only 15 years old. I'm still a freshman for like three years for me, so got time to put me on that. You
No,
understand?
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right, man. Well, why don't you go ahead and give out your social media info, your handles, and all that? Let them know where
Nah,
they can
y'all
find Sugar
good.
Hill Ddot.
Sugarhill Ddot. It's my Instagram right here, y'all. You know the vibes. I got my Twitch too. Twitch Sugar. Everything is the same name. Everything Sugarhill Ddot. Everything. Everybody follow my business. My business, Trap Hill Records, is on the live right now for me.
All right.
That's my
Trap,
manager too for me. Everybody.
no
But
doubt.
thank you, bro. Thank you, XXL, for having me on this live. Thank you for
Of
everything.
course. Check out Sugar Hill Ddot. Got shows coming up in New York, Chicago, and DC. And bro, thank you for joining me. It was an absolute pleasure. Pleasure to meet you. Looking forward to talking to you again down the road.
Thank you, bro. It was a pleasure meeting you too. Thank you for this live.
Of course. Be good.
Thank you, bro.